Hello and welcome to a festive Tea Cosy Folk vlog for December, and I've got lots to show you because we've been as busy here as Santa's little workshop in the North Pole, and I've been working on lots of things and trying to fit more in and just doing lots. So I've got lots to show you. I've got news about a tea cosy that's going to be in Simply Knitting towards the end of the month, and I've got another thing that I'm knitting, and it's not a tea cosy, it's something else. So I'm going to show you that, and I've made a little start, but I'm going to show you how far I've got with that. And then I've got the Bar Humbug tea cosy to show you, and I've got something that was in Simply Knitting 6 months ago, and you might remember it, but I'm going to show you because they're going to be released during this month. So I'm going to show you those and tell you when they'll be ready for a digital download from the TeaCosyFolk website. So I'm going to tell you all about that in a moment. But first, I've created a little Christmas tree out of teapots, yarn and knitting needles. And it's just a little Christmas tree so we can feel a bit festive and put some lights on and get into the mood. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a bit quick. But hey, there's a Christmas tree. I can make it flash and do other things. I don't know if that'll drive everybody bonkers. Oh, I can't make it flash. It's just not doing it. Ah, there we go. Oh, that's quite nice. It's like ripply waves. Yeah, so now we're feeling Christmas, I can show you all the bits of knitting that I need to show you. Because it's December, we're going to start off with the Star Chocolate Orange Cosy for December. And if you've got last year's knitting pattern calendar, this is December's cosy, and it fits a Terry's Chocolate Orange. There it is. And it's a cute little cosy. He's knitted in 2 parts, sewn together, and then some little cheeks. And he's really cute. He's a little twinkly star, and I really love him. I thought he was the cutest this year. So here's what you'll be knitting for December this year if you got the calendar. So there are still calendars left. If you would, because I know the dates will be wrong, but the knitting patterns are still, all working, and we'll make lovely little cozies. So there are still those, but for next year, there's a new calendar, and this is the 2025 calendar. And they're the cozies that I'll be showing you next year. And there's a knitting pattern for every month, and you get to knit a cute little chocolate orange cozy. So if you would like one of these calendars, I'll put the link down below, and you can order your copy. There's still time to get one before Christmas if you're quick. So I'll put the information down below. And then next year, you could be knitting along. In the next issue of Simply Knitting, which is out on the 26th of December. So what's that, Boxing Day? And here he is. And who knew that Jack Frost had a spiky hairdo like this? He looks like a bit like a punk rocker, doesn't he? And he's got his little hat on the back, look, and he's got icicles coming off his arms. And he's got his little legs with little trim going round his waist and stuff. And he does look a bit, I don't know, I think he looks a bit menacing. But do you know what? Not everybody loves Jack Frost, do they? Children do, and they love the snow and the ice, and all the children think I'm nice. That's how the rhyme goes. But, if you're older, you don't care for Jack Frost, do you? And falling over and slipping about and broken hips. So he is a bit of a menace, isn't he? So he has got a bit of a menacing expression, but he's a lovely tea cosy, and he's knitted in this lovely tinsel yarn, which just looks like a massive snowball, doesn't it? It's so cuddly and fluffy. I think this shade's called Icicle, and it's really nice. And he's got glitter yarn on his body and on his hair, and it just makes him look a bit frosty and cold. So that's Jack Frost, and he will be in the Simply Knitting magazine, which comes out on Boxing Day. Staying with Simply Knitting, you might remember these little duck's feet booties for babies, and they were in Simply Knitting about 6 months ago, but they're going to be available as a digital download on the TeaCosyFolk website on the 19th of December. And they're not very Christmassy, I'm afraid, but well, here's one in green. I don't know, you could hang them up, I suppose, as Christmas stockings, but this one I thought looked like a little frog's foot, and I saw somebody had knitted them in blue, you know, for blue-footed boobies. Yeah, and I think they're really cute and they're really sweet, and I just wanted to show them because they'll be out, well, the pattern will be out on the 19th of December. So if you have a baby due in spring, I mean, they're lovely, aren't they, for Easter babies? You can knit some duck's feet booties. In November, you might know that I went to Harrogate to the Knitting and Stitching Show to give a talk, and it was a little demonstration and a talk about sewing tips for sewing up tea cozies, and it was really good. We had a wonderful day, and you know, we walked around and I spent some money and got a few bargains, and that was really nice. The talk was fantastic. Oh, it was a bag of nerves, but it was really good and I enjoyed it, and it was a fun weekend away and we really liked it. And I have a little video actually of my time there. It's only a short one. I'll put a little link down below, so if you're interested and want to have a little look, you can have a little look at the video. I'll put the link below. At the moment, I'm working on a little project, and it's going to be, look, a Victorian lamp. Not a lamp post, you know, one of the old-fashioned street lights that you see in the old Victorian streets. I love them, they're so nice, and they're so Christmassy, aren't they? You know, and I don't know, they remind me of Singing in the Rain, and I don't know, the Chronicles of Narnia, you know, because they have that lamppost there in the wintry scene, and they just feel really Christmassy, don't they? So I thought, well, to make mine look Christmassy, I thought if I put a wreath hanging from it, that will, you know, emphasise that it's Christmassy. And because it's quite, I want it to be quite a tall thing, you know, I don't know, 2.5, 3 foot perhaps. And to achieve that, I needed something to give it structure, you know, something to hold it up, because if it's just knitting, it's going to easily knock over, and that's no good. And it took me a while to work out how I was going to do that, but I came across these. Now, this is one of those loo roll holders, you know, for all your spare loo rolls. So it's about the width of a loo roll, a bit bigger than a loo roll, I suppose, to keep the dust off. And, you know, and you stack them on. So that's what this is. And I bought it online quite inexpensively. It's made of wood and it's 50 centimetres tall. And I think the base is 12 inches. So, you know, it's quite a big thing. And that's going to be the basis for this lamppost. So, you know, it's not going to wobble over. It's got good structural support. And best of all, you've only got to buy it. You've not got to, you know, I was thinking, oh, I could put a bit of dowel in a plant pot and fill it with concrete. And I thought, they're not going to want to do that, are they? Not everybody is happy to be playing with concrete. So this is brilliant. And this is as far as I've got at the moment. And this is the bottom part, woo, of the lamppost. You know, they have a big base at the bottom, you know, that's quite wide, wider than the rest. So that's that part, and it's going to go on like that. So you'd have to sew it in situ, and look, that goes there and sews around, and then when it's all stuffed out and padded out, that'll be the bottom part of the lamppost. It's looking good, isn't it? So I'm hoping to do some spirals going up here, because you know the Victorians did everything ornate, didn't they? Nothing was plain, everything was decorated to the eyeballs. So I'm going to have twists going up there, and then the light coming up here, and you know, and they ladder rests coming out, and then a lovely big wreath at the front. So that's my plan. So, you know, this is 50 centimetres, then a light, I don't know, how tall is that? So that's what I'm hoping for, and that's what I'm working on. And I want to get it finished this week. because it's not long till Christmas. We've got, what, 2 weeks till Christmas? So I'm really giving it a big push to get this finished. So, you know, if you're on Facebook, you'll be able to track my progress. But yeah, this is as far as I've got at the moment. But whew, this is what I want to do, because I just think they look so Christmassy. And I thought, you know, in a window, you know, with snow falling and a little battery light candle, you know, the battery light candles, I want to put one of those on. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on at the moment. Another tea cosy that will be released on the 19th of December is the turnip tea cosy. And I knitted this as a bespoke tea cosy for a lady, and I've wrote down the pattern, and the pattern will be released on the 19th of December. And I haven't got one to show you because I sent it. I've got another one, I've got to sew it up. But because it's before Friday, I've not sewn it up yet, and I only sew up on Fridays. It's just a little rule I have, because I find sewing up, you know, it's hard work, it's laborious, isn't it? So I try and sew up as I'm going along where I can. But then, you know, when you have to do all the completing bits, I do it on Fridays. So I've not done this second turnip yet, but it's going to get done. I'm going to do it this Friday. But I've got a little video that I can show you of the turnip, so you can have a little look. So you have a look at that, and I'll keep talking to you. So here's the turnip, and it's I think is it an Italian Milan purple top turnip? I think that's what they call them. And it's got 6 leaves, and the stalks are all stiffened with 12mm clear boning, and it curves naturally because it's wound. When you get it, it comes spiraled in a circle. It's obviously been on a roll or something. And so it's got a natural curve already in the plastic. So you work with that curve so that your leaves come outwards from the stalk, from the stem. And so you've got these 6 lovely leaves and the lovely purpley pink top. I love that, because you don't see much pinky purple in the kitchen, do you? And I don't get to knit with it very often, so it was a joy to knit with such a lovely pinky bright colour. So, and that's the turnip tea cosy, and you'll be able to download the PDF version of the knitting pattern from TeaCosyFolk on the 19th of December. I've saved my favourite till last. This is the Bar Humbug Tea Cosy, and of course he's based on Scrooge, and he's not very happy. He's not happy with all this merriment, and he's got a very grumpy face with his downturned mouth. I love his spectacles. I bought those from Cello Express. I'll put a link below. They're really good value. The prices include post and packing. And the glasses are just amazing, you know, and they're much better than you could make. The back of his hair is done in a bubble stitch, where you have to drop a stitch, where you have to drop 6 rows down and then pick up the stitch and work with that. But there's a video to show you how to do it. So if it sounds too scary, it's not, it really isn't. There's a video, it's really easy. When you see it done, it'll be a doddle. And yeah, and there he is. And he's just fab. He's got anti-wobble head technology. You know, I told you about it last month, where there's a little peg knitted into the main cosy. So he's got that, and he's just fab. He's got little fingers, and he's holding up a humbug. He's going to shake it at you. Bah, humbug. That's what he's saying. You can't believe you've just wished him a Merry Christmas, and he's having to adjust his glasses. He's great fun. I just love him that he looks so miserable. I think he's lovely. You know, and I'm not bar humbug. I love Christmas. I love tinsel and tacky, and, you know, I'm a multicoloured kind of Christmas tree girl. Not, you know, restrained and just one colour. None of that. No, I like throw everything at the Christmas tree. So yeah, so he's not me at all, but I just love that he looks so grumpy, and I do love the story A Christmas Carol, don't you? I just think it's really nice. It just, encompasses everything that's good about Christmas, doesn't it? So that is the Bar Humbug Tea Cosy, and the knitting pattern will be available to download and knit on the 12th of December. So put a note in your diary or on your calendar. There's one more thing I need to talk to you about this month, and that is the YouTube channel for TeaCosyFolk. And it's been going now for 4 years. You know, YouTube told us it was our birthday last week, I think it was. So we've been going for 4 years, and we've just reached our 1,007 subscribers. So thank you so much. That's so amazing that you've supported us. Thank you for that. And thank you for continuing to watch, and, you know, and I get little messages, and thank you so much for all your support. It's just brilliant. I love it. It's great. Thank you. But I've come to the end of this month's vlog and this year's vlog, so I won't see you now till the new year. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas filled with lots of lovely things and lots of time for knitting a few rows. Because, you know, Christmas wouldn't be the same without knitting, would it? So I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you keep warm, and I'll see you in the new year. So look out for all the knitting patterns that are going to be popping up during December. And if you want to have little reminders sent to you, if you join the newsletter, the link's down below. You know, there's a newsletter go out every time a new pattern's released. So that will keep you up to date and you won't miss any of the patterns. But until next year, I'll see you for now. But you stay safe and well, and I'll see you next year.